The International Olympic Committee, or the IOC, has cleared the decks for Russian and Belarusian athletes to return to competitive sport. Recommendations have been issued to international sports federations to allow Russian and Belarusian athletes to compete as neutrals, but there are some significant riders. The IOC's executive board suggested that athletes with a Russian or a Belarusian passport can only compete as neutral athletes. Teams of athletes with a Russian or Belarusian passport cannot be considered eligible. Also missing out will be athletes who actively support the war, as well as athletes who are contracted to the Russian or Belarusian military or even national security agencies. The IOC further added that the sanctions against the Russian and Belarusian governments would remain in place, which means they cannot organize any international sports events on their territory. Also, no flag, anthem, colors or any other identification whatsoever of those countries can be displayed at any sports arena. No Russian and Belarusian government or state official can be invited to or accredited for any international sports event or meeting.
Participation of athletes with Russian and Belarusian passports in competitions and in international competitions works. We see this almost every day in a number of sports.
The head of Russia's Olympic Committee has criticized the recommendations and accused the IOC of discriminating on the basis of nationality. The IOC recommendations have also received criticism from Germany and Poland, who slammed the Olympic body for opening the door for athletes from these two countries. Ukraine, meanwhile, has welcomed the IOC's decision to not give a timeline on the potential participation of Russian athletes at next year's Paris Olympics. The IOC will decide on Russia and Belarus participating at the Paris Games at a much later date.